The 2025 Cruise Lite 26ICE Intelligent Camping Experience. Hey, this has a king bed and hidden storage. Oh yeah, it also has bunks. Let's check it out. What's going on, everybody? This is Hunter. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I greatly appreciate you guys tuning in. I hope you guys dig the tour. Today I am down at the Salem manufacturer where I'm getting a little pre-release, pre-sneak peek of all their new 2025 stuff. And I'll tell you right now, it is absolutely stunning. So this is going to be the 2025 Salem Cruise Lite 26ICE, which stands for Intelligent Camping Experience. And as you can see, they went ahead and switched up the metal. So you can get this in two different ways. You can get this with a fiberglass exterior, or if you want to save a little bit of extra money, you can get it with the metal look that you're going to see here. And I think that you'll find that it looks extremely nice, pretty easy to clean. So it's going to be that kind of that retro look to it. But a lot of people will still prefer to get that fiberglass. So there is options on both sides. Now, when they say the Intelligent Camping Experience, the meaning or the part behind that is kind of what I presume is that they are trying to load up with as many features as possible without going crazy, without stacking on 400 watts of solar panel that you might not use. A lot of people that get this are probably going to be more of like that kind of that weekend warrior. It's got bunk beds, so it's perfect for a family. In my home, we got a family of 4, and under the right situation, you could definitely sleep them in this because you have double over double bunks. But let's go ahead and check it out on the inside. If you guys are looking for some more information, like all the specs, link for the pricing, if this is something that interests you and all that, you will find it down in the description of the video. Hopefully it popped up on the screen as well, and then it'll be, right there too. But I am so excited. I've been in the RV industry for the last 11 years. If you're not just tuning into me for the first time, if you guys, like my videos or just in general, maybe I was the only resource you could find. Hopefully it's because you like them. You'll know that it's just the RV industry, after doing these videos time and time again, it starts to get a little bit boring. Sometimes it gets a little bit mundane on these more entry-level priced travel trailers. But for an entry-level travel trailer, this is the nicest thing that I have ever seen. I mean, you got the bamboo nightshades, but I mean, look at stuff like that. Well, first off, I mean, come on. Those lights coming across in an entry-level camper. I have seen campers that cost much more getting absolutely whooped by this. Now, they might have some, auto leveling or something like that, but I mean, decor-wise, tell me that this thing, is getting beat. I mean, this thing is absolutely phenomenal. You also have the Versa couch. So if you're wanting to use more than just the bunks, if you're not familiar with the Versa setup, this will pick up and drop down. Like here, I can just show you that real quick. This will pick up and drop down. So now you got an extra sleeping space. Let me go ahead and put this back up here. But you also saw that there's some storage under there. But then right over here, you got kind of the L couch situation. This is what I would consider in chill mode. But you also have, a dinner mode. So if you're not sitting down with just you and honey buns, snuggling up, enjoying a meal for 2, this portion right here can be removed and put right over into that area. Actually, here, let me go ahead and show you so you get kind of a better look here. Let me set this. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to take this cushion, toss it on over here, toss it on over here, and then pick this up right there. Pretty darn simple. Flip it around so it turns into a backrest. And then there is a little metal grate right over here that you can't see at the angle that you're in. But now it slides in, and now you got yourself a dinette where, again, you have a little bit more space. This also drops down to make a bed. But you can play some euchre, have some fun hanging out with your buddies, do whatever you want to do, or make this 2 separate sleeping areas, whichever way that you prefer. So now that you've kind of seen what that Versa lounge is about, the only downside that I would say about this would be the fact that you could stub your foot on that. But I'll tell you, for everything that you're getting, I'm really looking past that in a hurry. So right over here, this is going to be, well, actually, you know what? I mean, one thing to point out too, which I don't think gets enough credit on this camper, is even though this is a lightweight camper, under 6,500 pounds, you actually have a ton of space to kind of walk through in general, which I think is a really underlooked aspect of this. This front area is absolutely beautiful. And in the Cruise Lite too, you even get some like fancy decor spots. Like, who in the world is putting the steel right here on the edges just to kind of help wear and tear and all of that? It's the little stuff that's going to go a long way, and they are going to outsell everybody. Wildwood and Salem are already number 1 and 2. They're about to be 1, 2, and 3 because they're going to start lapping people. You have a little countertop space right up here, you know, obviously for your little decor kit, plantaroonies. A big window so that way you can sit down, watch the kids, see what they're doing while having fun. Convection microwave, electric oven, whatever you want to call it. And then a 3 stovetop burner to whip up all the fixings. And then you got yourself, or 3 convection oven top burner, whatever you want to call it. And then you got those. You got the sink with the high-rise faucet, hitting those dishes from all angles. You also got some pull-out drawers right here as well, which I think are pretty darn nice. You also have some right here too, which again, just really nice. Coming around, you have your Furrion refrigerator. I mean, there's not too much to say other than the fact that it's a 12 volt, and most campers in this price point are simply getting a smaller refrigerator, or maybe a brand that's not, you know, quite as nice. I mean, it'll keep the ice cream actually frozen, runs off of the solar, runs off of the, you know, the battery, whatever you want to do with it. Plus right here, you got a little place where you can hang up a TV. You also have your fireplace that comes with 4 different color modes. In an RV this size, it'll heat up the entirety of this RV, you know, absolutely no problem. Plus you got the hidden storage. And again, they add in the nicer stuff like this little extra lip for when you're traveling. Maybe you could put a little bungee cord from here to here so stuff isn't falling out. And then you got another little shelf just for more stuff. You know what I mean? You can just put more stuff in your camper. Now, before I get to the bedroom, I just want to go ahead and show you the bunk room. Should have showed it a little bit earlier. But this is going to be your bunk setup. And I really like and appreciate the radius corner and the rounded. There's something about it aesthetically that is extremely pleasing. Everything is like rounded. You also have your fuse box here up underneath. So if something isn't working, make sure to check that out. Your control panel. By the way, when I say it doesn't have solar, it's because you're not paying for it right away. You are wired for solar. So there's going to be your solar amp charge controller. But you got all your controls right here. I mean, come on now. Come on now. I mean, look at that. Pretty darn snazzy. Awning slide out controls. Your JBL speakers will be located right here. The control for that. But then you're going to have your 2 bunk beds with a privacy curtain, by the way. USB and Universal C, along with a window, which is an emergency exit window. And then there's going to be a little sink, which is away from your toilet, which is always nice, because that just makes sense to me, why the sink wouldn't be outside of the bathroom where you're, you know, dropping deuces and hopping in the tub. So right here, open 60K on-demand hot water here. So the same water here that's actually on their big, thick boy destination RV. But even this, again, continuing on with that curve right there. And by the way, babe, if you're watching, I love you. Hard wrap plastic finish. And then you also have a tub. So, I mean, that comes back, you know, dad life. Daughter's getting older, but she's still, you know, 2.5, almost 3. Turns 3 in August. But she's playing with her Barbies and her Crayola. But having that tub right there would just cause some sanity at night. Then you have the plastic throne right there, which, you know, I'm a big guy, so I like seeing the porcelain personally. It's also a little bit of a tight fit. So on the right side, you're definitely kind of doing, the left is kind of hanging off into La La Land. But you do have a curtain. I like that. Now let's check out, I mean, the bedroom. But I mean, come on now. That is an entry-level camper. You gotta be kidding me. Stink Sucker 3000. And now you're in the bedroom where it's got a custom king on a Versatilt. So I mean, look at all the room. In a shorter camper, room is at a premium, and this is where you get it. Almost turns it in to kind of a sofa. But I also like the fact that if you got some dogs, or maybe if you're a little bit on the shorter side, you don't want to climb up into it, you have some steps that you can walk up into the bed. You also have power on both sides and cubbies on both sides, along with these fancy pants little counters or cabinets. I mean, look at that material, looking real nice. Magnetic latches, and then whoever's sleeping on over here gets a little extra storage. In my household, I'd probably be sleeping right here, but my wife still gets the storage. I don't know how it is at your house, but that just makes sense to me. And then you're also going to get a closet for all of your wife's stuff as well. You will probably end up getting probably not even the space back here. And you'll probably end up getting this would be my area. But drop a comment, let me know what you think. I think it's pretty darn cool, especially if you got a little family rocking around, do a little weekend of cruising. Can really get you into most of your campgrounds. I mean, 32 feet 6 inches, lightweight, zipping in and out. You got no problems there whatsoever. So now we're back on the outside. 2025 Salem Cruise Lite 26ICE. You got the big old awning to really give you some nice shade. But I mean, look at these LED lights. Bingo, bango, bongo. You got yourself a good time. But I just like the fact that they got the white arms too, with kind of that matte gray up top. So that way it provides you some shade if you're sitting out there, with some picnic tables or whatnot. You also have a little bit of a wider stance, which is going to help you out when you're smoking those potholes going 80 down the road. Let's see underneath here. Enclosed underbelly. The kind of nice steps that flip up into the doorway. So again, ICE, intelligent camping experience. It makes sense to have that. Freshwater connection, cable satellite, and you got your outlet right there as well. You're also going to get pass-through storage. So let's see here, where can I get around on the other side here? Magnetic latches as well, which is pretty nice. Power tongue jack, and you got a little rock guard up front, and your two propane tanks will be located right here. I believe you got yourself a battery disconnect. Yep, battery disconnect right there, so you can shut down all the power. I'll show you the little manufacturer sticker. And that's what I was talking about, the magnetic latches. Just makes life a little easier instead of those cheap kind of plastic clips. And then you are eligible to get a slide topper on here if you would like. So you got the prep for this Solera. Definitely make sure to ask about that. But a slide topper is basically a piece of awning that goes from here to here, and it really prevents debris from landing on top of your unit and therefore creating, a problem, with like leaks or anything like that. If you tree branch, if you smoke it into the sidewall there, you're gonna have a bad time. There's gonna be your 30 amp plug-in, city water connection, manual stabilizing jacks to get yourself a 5/6 bit, zip it on down. And now you got your sewer outlet connection right here, and then your cable and satellite, along with a bumper and a spare tire. Plus they're getting right in the way of his video. Back end of the hot water heater. There's Ray, all about RVs. Black tank flush. But all right, guys. Little exterior kitchen for about a 30 rack-a-rooney of apple juice. We have a great and wonderful day. Again, this is the 2025 Salem Cruise Lite 26ICE. My name is Hunter, and have a great day. See you. Meow, 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 meow.